Have you ever found yourself wondering why some people or moments can throw off your entire day, even if you tried not to let them? If you're watching this, you want to know how to finally stop getting angry and bothered by others, so you're in the right place. Imagine if nothing and no one could rattle you. No matter what others said or did, your peace would stay intact and your mood would be steady. This isn't just a dream, it's something you can build, starting today. In this video, you'll learn 10 practical lessons inspired by Stoicism that will help you keep your cool, let go of anger, and master your emotions. These ideas are not about pushing your feelings down or acting like things don't matter. They're about developing real mental strength so you can handle tough situations without losing your balance. You'll get simple tools to deal with criticism, set healthy boundaries, and let go of grudges. You'll also discover ways to keep your mind clear and focused when life gets challenging. By the end, you'll have the mindset you need to remain calm and confident, even when people try to push your buttons. So, if you're ready to break free from getting upset by others and want to take back control of your emotions, let's dive in. The first lesson is simple. How you react is up to you. Picture yourself enjoying a quiet moment. Maybe you're sipping your favorite drink or walking through the park. Suddenly, someone says something rude or thoughtless, and your calm disappears. You might think, they ruined my mood. But actually, the power over your feelings was always yours. No one can change your emotions unless you let them. Think of yourself as someone wearing headphones in a loud city. The noise is still there, but it doesn't bother you because you don't let it in. There's always a gap between what happens and how you respond. In that small space, you get to choose your reaction. That's where real growth and real freedom come from. So, next time someone cuts in line or criticizes you unfairly, try pausing for a moment. Use that pause to decide how you want to respond, not just react. You'll notice you feel much more in control. Let's make it practical. Stop and notice your emotion. Is it anger, annoyance, or something else? Ask yourself what's really causing it. Is it what happened, or what you believe about what happened? Choose your response based on your values, not on impulse. You'll find that the world feels much less stressful when you remember this power to choose your reaction. You can let other people's actions roll off your back. Their behavior isn't who you are. How you respond is what matters. Next, let go of the idea that people will act the way you expect. It's easy to get upset when people don't treat you how you would treat them. Maybe you're there for someone, but when you need help, they aren't around. You start to wonder why they can be so selfish. The truth is, people follow their own rules and see the world their way. Expecting them to behave just like you is like expecting the weather to be perfect every day. It will only leave you frustrated. Try to see everyone as walking their own path, shaped by their life, habits, and beliefs. If someone interrupts you, ignores your message, or forgets your birthday, it says more about their world than about you. Here's what helps. Notice what you expected them to do. Ask if it's reasonable to expect them to act exactly as you would. Shift your focus from changing them to choosing your own reaction. Imagine how freeing it is to stop needing others to act the way you want. The less you expect, the more peace you'll have. That doesn't mean you let people treat you badly, but it means you won't waste energy being disappointed when they act like themselves. The next time someone lets you down, remind yourself, they're acting from their own habits, not mine. I decide how I respond. Another lesson is to release the urge to always be right. Think about the last time you argued about something small or big. Maybe you argued about directions or clashed with a friend about a serious topic. When things got heated, did you feel like you just had to prove you were right? This need to win every argument can be exhausting. It's usually driven by a need to feel safe or valued. But what if you didn't need to be right all the time? What if being at peace was more important than being correct? Every time you insist on winning, you create stress and distance. But when you let go of that urge, you keep your calm and keep the relationship strong. Imagine someone blames you for something you didn't do. Your first thought might be to defend yourself or argue. But instead, you could pause and ask, will this change anything important? Often the answer is no. Try saying, I see your point, or I understand where you're coming from. It ends the conflict and keeps your energy safe. Here's a simple plan. Pause before replying in an argument. Try to understand the other person's view. Ask questions instead of arguing. Save your energy for things that really matter. When you stop trying to win every debate, you'll feel lighter and calmer. You'll see that being right isn't as important as being at peace. Remember, your worth isn't measured by arguments won. It's in how you hold yourself and protect your calm. Next time you're tempted to argue, ask yourself, is this really worth my energy? Don't let other people's words shape your value. Imagine sharing something you're passionate about, only for someone to cut you down with a negative remark. Suddenly, your confidence fades. Why does one comment hold so much power? It's because many of us let other people's opinions decide how we feel about ourselves. But your worth isn't set by what anyone else says, not their praise and not their criticism. When you depend on others to feel good, you give away control over your happiness. Real freedom comes when you decide your own value. Suppose a coworker is harsh about your work. You could feel crushed, or you could remind yourself that their words only show their perspective. By separating your sense of self from their opinion, you keep your peace. Here's how you can do this. Pause before reacting when someone's words sting. Ask, is there any truth in this, or is it just their view? Remind yourself that your value doesn't change based on anyone's approval. You can still listen to helpful feedback, but you don't have to let negativity take up space in your mind. The next time someone's comment shakes your confidence, ask, am I letting this define me, or can I focus on what I know is true about myself? When you stop letting others define you, you gain true confidence and peace. Protect your energy by making and keeping boundaries. Picture this. A friend asks for your help, even though you're swamped, or a colleague expects you to pick up their slack, assuming you'll just say yes. You feel stuck between wanting to help and feeling drained. It's hard to say no, but real peace comes from setting limits. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're healthy. If you say yes to everything, you'll eventually feel empty and resentful. You can't fill other people's cups if yours is empty. Boundaries are the way you look after your own well-being. If you find people crossing your lines, it's a sign you need to be clearer and firmer about your needs. People can't guess your limits unless you tell them. If you're always the one friends turn to, but it's leaving you exhausted, try saying, I care about you, but I need tonight to recharge. Can we talk tomorrow? You'll still be supportive, but not at your own expense. Here's how to set boundaries. Be clear and honest about your limits. Use I statements, focusing on your needs instead of blaming others. Stick to your boundaries, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Boundaries aren't barriers. They're healthy fences that protect your energy and keep relationships balanced. When you notice yourself feeling overwhelmed, ask, have I made my needs clear? Am I honoring my own limits? You don't have to manage everyone else's feelings or problems. Your main job is to protect your peace and your time. When you put yourself first in a healthy way, you actually show up better for others. If you're finding this video helpful so far, take a moment now to subscribe and like. Doing that helps us reach more people who want to feel calmer and more in control, just like you. Learn how to detach from other people's opinions. Think of a time when you shared something important to you, but others didn't seem to care or even criticized you. That sting can turn into self-doubt, and it can eat away at your confidence. Ask yourself, why does their opinion matter so much? Many of us chase approval, but it's like running after a shadow. You'll never catch it. True freedom is possible when you stop letting what others think shape your choices and mood. Every person sees the world through their own filter. What they say about you often reveals more about them. So why hand them the steering wheel for your life? Your value isn't up for debate. It doesn't rise and fall with the opinions of the crowd. Suppose you wear something new and a coworker makes a weird comment. You can let it ruin your day, or you can choose to enjoy your choice and move on. When you stop needing approval, you unlock the ability to live true to yourself. Sometimes growth means people don't understand you. and that's okay. Try this. When someone's opinion bothers you, ask, why does their view matter to me? Reconnect with your values and goals. Picture their words like leaves on a stream that pass by but don't stick. This doesn't mean ignoring all feedback. Take what's helpful and let the rest go. Your life is your own. Ask yourself, am I living for them or for me? Detaching from opinions gives you power, peace, and authenticity. Choose silence over anger. Picture a heated argument. Someone tries to get under your skin, and you feel your anger rising. Your first instinct might be to fire back, but what if you simply stayed silent instead? Silence can be your strongest tool. It's not about giving up or letting people walk over you. It's about valuing your peace over the urge to react. Responding with silence shows you're in control. The less you react to negativity, the more peaceful your life will be. If someone tries to embarrass you in front of others, you have two options: argue or stay silent. By choosing silence, you deny them the reaction they want and keep your dignity. Silence breaks the cycle of anger. It acts as a shield, keeping you out of unnecessary fights. Here's how to use it. Pause before reacting to provocations. Listen without feeling you must defend yourself. Only speak if it truly helps the situation. You don't have to suppress your feelings, just choose the right time and place to speak up. Often, words said in anger are regretted, but silence rarely is. Next time someone tries to pull you into drama, pause and ask, will responding help or just make things worse? Your peace is worth more than a comeback. Turn to gratitude to dissolve anger. There are days when nothing seems to go right. Plans fail, people are rude, and little things feel overwhelming. In these moments, anger can quickly build up. But what if, instead of focusing on what's wrong, you focused on what's good? Gratitude can flip your mood and help you stay calm, even when life is tough. You can't be truly angry and grateful at the same time. If you're stuck in traffic, instead of fuming, think of 3 things you're thankful for: your car, the music playing, or just having a destination to go to. Here's how to use gratitude. When you start to feel upset, pause and think of one thing you appreciate right now. Try writing down 3 good things each evening, no matter how small. Use gratitude to shift your mindset during tough times. If someone criticizes you, you might think, I'm grateful for a chance to learn, even if it wasn't said kindly. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it keeps you focused on growth. Gratitude pulls your attention back to what you have, not what's missing. When you feel anger bubbling up, ask, what can I be thankful for in this moment? Often, gratitude will push anger aside, leaving you with peace and a clearer mind. See criticism as a way to improve. Picture sharing something you worked hard on, only to have someone point out its flaws. It's normal to feel defensive or even angry, but what if you could see criticism as a gift? Even when feedback isn't delivered well, it can reveal areas for growth. Criticism doesn't have to knock you down. It can help you build yourself up. If a coworker finds mistakes in your project, instead of feeling attacked, try asking, is there any truth in what they're saying? What can I learn from this? Not all criticism is fair, but you can always find a lesson. Here's how to handle it. Pause before reacting to negative feedback. Consider if the source is someone who wants to help you. Take what's useful and leave the rest. If a family member questions your choices, instead of arguing, say, I'll think about what you said. This keeps the peace and gives you time to reflect. Remember, feedback isn't always comfortable, but it's often where growth begins. Ask yourself, is this about me or about them? What can I learn here? When you use criticism as a stepping stone, you become stronger and more resilient. Learn to let go. Don't hold on to anger or grudges. Imagine holding a hot coal, planning to throw it at someone who hurt you. But until you let it go, it only burns you. Holding on to anger or resentment works the same way. Letting go doesn't mean you forget or say what happened was okay. It means you stop letting old pain control your life. When you let go, you free up your energy for what matters now. Think about a time when you replayed a bad moment over and over in your head. How much time and energy did you lose to that memory? Letting go is how you break free. If someone took credit for your idea, you can stew about it for days, or you can let it go and focus on your next step. Your worth doesn't depend on anyone else's actions. Letting go also means dropping perfectionism and the need to control every outcome. It means making peace with what's already happened. Here's how to practice. Allow yourself to feel anger or hurt, but don't judge yourself for it. Ask what lesson you can take from the experience. Bring your attention back to the present, where your power is. Letting go makes you lighter and more open to new possibilities. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? How would life feel if I released this? Letting go is strength. It's not always easy, but it will set you free. You've now learned 10 powerful tools to master your emotions and remain calm, no matter what comes your way. These are real skills you can use every day. The goal isn't to never feel upset, but to choose how you respond and protect your energy and peace. Keep practicing these lessons. Pause before you react. Hold firm to your boundaries and let go of what you can't control. Every time you pick peace over anger, you move closer to living an unshakable life. If you enjoyed this video and found these tips helpful, share it with someone who could use a little more calm. And I'd love to hear from you. What's your best strategy for staying unbothered? Or which lesson hit home for you? Drop a comment below. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, emotional freedom isn't a one-time achievement. It's a daily choice. Keep practicing, stay mindful, and keep growing stronger. See you next time, and stay unbothered.